Okay. So last session we had discussed about PT and PVT surface, P diagram and PVT surface. So PVT surface is not the figure that related with or combining the PV diagram and PVT diagram. ഒരിക്കലും രണ്ടും കൂടി കമ്പൈൻ ചെയ്ത് വരച്ച ഡയഗ്രാം അല്ല ഇത്. പി വി ഡയഗ്രവും പി ടി ഡയഗ്രവും വേറെ വേറെ ഡയഗ്രാംസ് ആണ്. എല്ലാം വാട്ടറിനെ ഡെവോട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. ഇതും വാട്ടറിനെ ബേസ് ചെയ്ത് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയ ഡയഗ്രാണ്. ഫ്യൂഷൻ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയ ഡയഗ്രാണ്. സോ അതൊരിക്കലും പി വി ഡയഗ്രവും പി ടി ഡയഗ്രവും കൂടി കമ്പൈൻ ചെയ്ത് വരച്ച ഡയഗ്രാം അല്ല ഇത്. പക്ഷേ അത് കോമ്പിനേഷൻ ഓഫ് പർട്ടിക്കുലർ പി വി ടി സർഫസ് പ്രഷർ വോളിയം എക്സിസ്റ്റിംഗ് പി വി ഡയഗ്രാം, pressure temperature existing PD diagram. Here pressure volume and temperature co-exist ചെയ്യും. സോ അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഇത് ആ ഒരു ലെവലിലേക്ക് വരും. കമ്പൈൻ ചെയ്ത പോലെ തോന്നാം. This is not a combination of PV diagram and P diagram. So here what is the definition of PVT surface? What is called PVT surface means? ഫിഗറിലെ വരച്ച് കാണാൻ വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. PVT surface is a representation of PVT surface can be called a three-dimensional model of three-dimensional representation model of combination of pressure, specific volume and temperature. So PVT surface is representation, three-dimensional representation of combination of pressure, volume and temperature. Okay. ഇവിടെ കാണിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് മാത്രം it is fusion. Fusion is represented here. So what is the properties of particular PVT diagram? Properties of PVT surface is main property. Only one property we can discuss is all the equilibrium states lie on surface of the model. All the equilibrium states lies on surface of the model. That is, here there is a liquid region, solid region, vapor region. It's homogeneous materials and exist in equilibrium condition, and S plus B, L plus B, and other conditions are there. And there are the whole equilibrium portions of solid, liquid, and vapor are together coexist. And the triple point line and critical state line are also triple point line, critical state points are also represented here. So all the equilibrium states are represented in the surface. So the main property of the surface is all the equilibrium states lies on surface of the model. Okay. Triple point appears as a line. Triple point appears as a line. Critical state as a point. Critical state as a point. So above critical state, the phase is known as gas. It is shown here. Above critical point, gas. Okay. And at a critical point, pressure is known as critical pressure, temperature is critical temperature. There is no possible transfer of particular phase in the condition of gas. Gas is not possible above the critical temperature. Okay, and only phase transformation occur only when the temperature lowers to below the critical temperature. Okay, there is no heat transfer, there is no phase transformation occur in the case of gas region. There is no phase transformation can occur in the region of gas region. Only the phase transformation occur only when the temperature lowers to the particular temperature. Temperature critical point മുകളിൽ പോയാണ് gas നിറയുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ there is no phase transformation can occur in the region of gas. only occur when the temperature lowers below the critical point. Critical point below one മാത്രമേ we can treat it as a phase transition. We can only phase transition occur only when the temperature reaches below the critical point. Okay. So that is the properties of PVT surface. Okay, that is all about PVT surface. And when the question asks what is PVT surface and draw and explain about PVT surface, you can draw the particular figure and you can denote all surface and can write the properties here. Three-dimensional representation of one combination of specific volume, temperature, and pressure. And here all the equilibrium states are lies on the surface of the particular model. And here the triple point is shown. It is treated as a line, and the critical point is shown as a point. And above the critical point, the phase occurs in a gas region. In the gas region, there is no phase transition. Gas there is no phase transition occur in the case of gas thereafter. So only a phase transition occurs when the temperature lowers to below critical point. Okay. So that is about PVT surface. Okay. And thereafter, you want to study about the properties of formation of steam. Properties of formation of steam. Formation of steam means the PV diagram. Okay. So we can draw a particular figure denoting the properties of steam. This figure is very important. And here some heat transfer definitions are points occurs. It is a temperature heat addition diagram, temperature enthalpy diagram. Okay, TH diagram or TH diagram. TH diagram is drawing here. The case of formation of steam, here temperature, here heat addition. Temperature heat addition diagram. So we had already drawn a particular figure of formation of steam, right? The PV diagram, we have already drawn a figure that is here 1 to 2 as a slope diagram, and then after a state diagram, and then after again superheated diagram. Okay, that's formation of steam diagram. So we can draw a particular figure like this. Okay, this is the figure of particular formation of steam diagram. So we can denote that particular line here in the x-axis, transformation regions. Okay, and here we can say that here the temperature when the 1 to 2 3 4, we can denote 1 2 3 4, and 1 to 2, what is happening here? Temperature is increasing up to saturation temperature when 100 degrees Celsius. Thereafter boiling takes place and evaporation takes place. Evaporation point ആണ് constant temperature point. Constant temperature point. Vaporization is occurring in constant temperature region. Okay, constant temperature region and evaporation. So here the temperature can be noted as saturation temperature. Saturation, Tsat. Here the temperature is saturation temperature. So heat okay, particular heat we can take. This is T superheat. Superheat temperature. Above the saturation temperature, the vapor changes to superheated vapor. This is superheated vapor. This is saturation vapor. This is wet vapor. This is dry vapor. Here at the point 3, here occur a dry vapor. At the point 3 occur a dry vapor. Here wet vapor. Here liquid region. Here superheated vapor region. Here temperature is superheat. T superheat. Okay. So we can, here heat addition is happening here. Heat addition so heat addition can be 3 regions, 3 pair. That is first in sensible heat. First heat. Sensible heat in the region of 1 to 2. Sensible heat HF. F water, liquid denoting what? Liquid. HF. Okay. Liquid denoting liquid, we can call HF. Heat addition. HF. And here when the vaporization happening here, the temperature when the heat when we are adding heat, the particular liquid is converted into vapor. So liquid and vapor together coexist in the region. Liquid and vapor exist in the region. So we can call this type of 1 kilogram of particular liquid convert into vapor, so you can write as latent heat. Latent heat. HFG. Okay, HFG. It is liquid vapor. Liquid vapor വരുന്ന suffix is FG. FG. And here we can call it as heat temperature. Heat or superheat. Superheat. Heat or superheat. H super. H SUP. SUP. H super. So these are the particular here water is heating, water heating. Here vaporization, and here superheating. So first 1 to 2 process simply heating of water takes place, and thereafter second process vaporization process happening at saturation temperature, and thereafter superheating is occurring about 3 to 4 or 3 to thereafter superheating, and the vapor here forms a superheat. It is the properties of formation of steam. Okay, properties of formation of steam in the diagram. So here we will get a particular more properties like sensible heat, latent heat, heat of superheat, etc. etc. So what is the particular ഓരോ ടേം എന്താണെന്ന് നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ ഈസ് sensible heat of water, HF. Okay, sensible heat, HF. Sensible heat, HF. So the HF value or everything value of every properties are given in your steam table. Every properties are given in your steam table. So for problem we are taking that HFG value of particular water. HFG value is something at a pressure 0.5 bar. HFG value of pressure 2 bar. We are taking that value. Pressure കണക്കായിട്ടുള്ള HFG value, HF value we are taking in our steam table. And അങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ problem ചെയ്തത്. Okay. So HF value is defined as the quantity of heat. Is defined as quantity of heat absorbed by 1 kilogram of water. 1 kilogram of water when it is heated from 0 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. 0 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius. Sensible heat to 100 degrees Celsius. It is quantity of heat absorbed by 1 kilogram of water when heated from 0 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. So here we are treating a particular point 1 temperature 0 എന്നല്ല കുറച്ച് മുകളിൽ നടക്കുന്നത്. So we for the particular PV diagram also we are taking the particular temperature as 20 degrees Celsius and 1 kilogram. അല്ലേ, we are not taking 0 degrees Celsius എടുക്കുന്നത്. So here നമ്മൾ എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ 1 എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ എച്ചിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്താണ് വരിക എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you will get the sensible heat added. Sensible heat when sensible heat HF when added from 0 degrees Celsius. When added from 0 degrees Celsius എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുന്ന വാല്യൂ തന്നെ will be 4.18 into 100 kilojoule. Okay, that is 418 kilojoule. This specific heat volume at ആ വോളിയാണ് വാട്ടറിൻ്റെ 4.18 കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ് വാല്യൂ into 100 is കൊടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ if we are taking added from 20 degrees Celsius ആണെങ്കിൽ 4.18 into 100 minus 20. 100 minus 20. Okay, 4.18 100 minus 20 kilojoule ആയിരിക്കും sensible heat when added from a particular temperature. 100 degrees Celsius അപ്പോൾ ഇനി ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ ഇപ്പോൾ 15 ആഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ 100 minus 50. 4.18 specific heat volume അതിൻ്റെ കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ് വാല്യൂ for water. Specific heat of water is taken as 4.18 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. It is the constant value. Specific heat 4.18. Okay, the next one is latent heat, or we can call it as hidden heat. Hidden heat in the morning. Latent heat or hidden heat. It is denoted by HFG, right? HFG. You can say that it is the amount of heat required to convert water at a given temperature and pressure into steam at the same temperature and pressure. Okay. എപ്പോഴാണ് latent heat ഉണ്ടാകുന്നത്? Latent heat occur when the evaporation happens here. When the liquid changes to vapor. Okay. When liquid changes to vapor, the heat is termed as latent heat. So which is the amount of heat required to convert heat required to convert 1 kilogram of water to vapor. 1 kilogram of water at a given temperature pressure. At a given temperature and pressure. Latent heat, HSG. The value is given in your steam tables. HSG value of several at any pressure. At a given temperature and pressure. At a given temperature and pressure. Pressure temperature like saturation, T saturation and T and P saturation and T saturation. Saturation pressure, saturation temperature ആണ് ആ evaporation കീഴിൽ വരുന്നത് അല്ലേ. Then third one is another term we want to study in this condition is heat of superheat. Superheat ഉണ്ടാവും. Superheat. ഇപ്പോൾ superheat പഠിക്കുന്നതിന് മുന്നേ നമുക്ക് പഠിക്കാനുള്ള ടേമാണ് dryness fraction. Dryness fraction. ഡീറ്റെയിൽ ആയിട്ട് ഈ മുകളിൽ തന്നെ പഠിക്കാനുണ്ട്. X. Dryness fraction. X. The term dryness fraction is related with the wet steam. It is defined as ratio of mass of the actual dry steam to the mass of the steam containing it. Mass of actual dry steam, ratio of mass of dry steam to mass of total steam. Mass of total steam. It is, if we call it as mass of MS as, we are writing MS as mass of dry steam, and MW as weight of the water particles or mass of water particles we can call X equal to MS divided by MS plus MW. Okay, X equal to MS divided by MS plus MW. That is, MS is equal to mass of dry steam and MW equal to mass of the other water particles suspended in the particular steam, and രണ്ടും കൂടി കൂട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ total steam in the mass കിട്ടും. And then the particular dry steam divided by total mass of steam is the dryness fraction X. Okay, X. Then last one is next one is enthalpy of wet steam. Enthalpy of wet steam. Enthalpy of wet steam can be calculated. It is defined as the quantity of heat required to convert 1 kilogram of water into wet steam. Okay, quantity of heat required to convert 1 kilogram of water at 0 degrees Celsius into wet steam at a constant pressure. It is sum of total heat of water and latent heat. Total heat of water, latent heat. അതാണ് enthalpy എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. And also we can write H is equal to, get the term H is equal to HF plus X into HF. This is a very important equation. ഒരുപാട് പ്രോബ്ലത്തിൽ വരുന്നുണ്ട്. H is equal to HF plus X into HFC. X is a dryness fraction. HFC എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ latent heat. HF sensible heat. Sensible heat means simply heat of water. നമ്മൾ ഹീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന വാട്ടർ, സെൻസിബിൾ ഹീറ്റ്, സെൻസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഹീറ്റ്, സെൻസിബിൾ ഹീറ്റ്, HF. Then X into HFG means X dryness fraction, HFC means latent heat. H equal to HF plus X into HF. If dryness fraction is 1, we can call H is equal to HF plus HFG. HF plus HFG. And last one is superheated steam. Superheated steam. Superheated steam. Okay. Superheated steam എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് so a superheat can be എപ്പോഴാണ് superheat ഉണ്ടാകുന്നത്? Superheat occurs when a particular temperature reaches above the saturation temperature. Above saturation we can call it as a superheated steam. Okay, and superheated steam, and it is called superheated steam, and we can write the equation as superheated steam equation. Superheated steam H superheat equal to HF plus HFG plus CPS into T superheat minus T saturation. H superheat equal to HF plus HFG, that is H, simply H when dryness fraction equal to 1, plus CPS into, CPS equal to specific heat at superheat temperature, specific heat at constant pressure, heat of superheated steam, specific heat of superheated steam at a constant pressure. We can call it as CPS. So C superheated means temperature superheat. T saturation means temperature saturation. Okay. So there are suitable suitable advantage by using superheat in our industries. Superheat എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ പറഞ്ഞാൽ അത് സാച്ചുറേഷൻ ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ മുകളിലേക്ക് വരുന്ന ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ സൂപ്പർഹീറ്റ് ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ എന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ആ ടെമ്പറേച്ചറുള്ള സ്റ്റീം നമ്മൾ ഉപയോഗിക്കും. അതായത് സൂപ്പർഹീറ്റഡ് വേപ്പർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ വേപ്പർ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, ഹയർ ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ വേപ്പർ, സൂപ്പർഹീറ്റഡ് വേപ്പർ, അത് നമ്മുടെ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയിൽ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നതിനുള്ള ഗുണങ്ങൾ എന്തൊക്കെയാണെന്നാണ്. പിന്നെ അത് കുറച്ച് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയൽ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. there are very important industrial importance occur in the case of superheated using of superheated steam or superheated vapor. The main advantages of superheated steam is it increases the thermal efficiency. Higher temperature superheated steam results in increase of thermal efficiency. പെട്ടെന്ന് തന്നെ ഇത് നടക്കും, thermal efficiency. So by using next advantage is by using superheated steam, we will get a maximum work output without increasing its pressure. Without increasing its pressure, we can give maximum. Without increasing pressure, we will get a maximum work output. Without increasing pressure, because of its higher degree of heat, without increasing pressure, we will get maximum amount of work. Maximum amount of work. Okay. These are the advantages of using superheated vapors in our industries. Okay. So we can do a simple problem related to dryness fraction to wind up this session. ഒരു പ്രോബ്ലം ചെയ്യാം, എന്നിട്ട് നമുക്ക് വേറെ ടോപ്പിക് പ്രോബ്ലം related to that simple problem, direct substitution problem related to dryness fraction. ലെക്ചറിങ് തന്നെ ആകുമ്പോൾ ഒരു മടുപ്പ് മാറ്റാൻ പറ്റും. കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് dryness fraction. Calculate the dryness fraction of steam. Calculate the dryness fraction of steam which has 1.5 kilogram of water. 1.5 kilogram of water in suspension with 50 kilogram of steam. 50 kilogram of steam. Calculate the dryness fraction of steam, which has 1.5 kilogram of water in suspension with 50 kilogram of steam. So you write the given data first. Have the given data. So dryness fraction x ആണ് കണ്ടത് x. You know that x equal to ratio of wet steam divided by total mass of the steam. Given data is mass of dry steam is given. Mass of steam or dry steam. Mass of dry steam is given as 50 kilogram. And second one, mass of water. The mass of water in suspension. Mass of water is given as in suspension എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അതിലേക്ക് ആ സ്റ്റീം ഇൻക്ലൂഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന വാട്ടർ 1.5 kilogram. Therefore, dryness fraction x is equal to ms divided by mw plus ms ആണ്. Our equation is ms divided by mw plus ms. ms divided by mw plus ms. It is 1.5 divided by 1.5, 50 divided by 50 plus 1.5. Use a calculator to find out the value. Dryness fraction is a non-dimensional quantity. Ratio one. Ratio ആകുമ്പോൾ ഒരു ക്വാണ്ടിറ്റി ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. Kilogram divided by kilogram will be not dimension here. It is a particular value. 50 divided by 50 plus 1.5 is 50 divided by 51.5. 51.5 0.971 will be your answer. 0.971 will be your answer. Okay. This is the value of dryness fraction for the particular condition. So dryness fraction നമുക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെയും ചോദിക്കാം. ഇപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു ഇത് ചെയ്യാനുണ്ട്, എന്താ പറയുക, കുറച്ച് പ്രോബ്ലംസ് വരുന്നത് അക്കോർഡിംഗ് ടു സ്റ്റീം ടേബിൾസ് ആണ്. സ്റ്റീം ടേബിൾ ഇല്ലാതെ നമുക്ക് ആ പ്രോബ്ലം ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. സോ പ്ലീസ് സ്റ്റീം ടേബിൾ എന്ത് തന്നെയാലും നിങ്ങൾ അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിലേക്ക് എന്തായാലും സംഘടിപ്പിച്ച് വെക്കുക. സ്റ്റീം ടേബിൾ ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ കയ്യിലുള്ളത് പ്രിന്റ് എടുത്ത് വെക്കുക. ബുക്ക് സ്റ്റീം ടേബിൾ വാങ്ങിക്കുക. അല്ലാത്തവർ ഈ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്ക് ആയിട്ടെങ്കിലും സ്റ്റീം ടേബിൾ എടുത്ത് വെക്കുക. അതില്ലാതെ പ്രോബ്ലം ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ഓക്കെ. സോ 2 ഇക്വേഷനും കൂടി ഈ സെക്ഷൻ നമുക്ക് എഴുതാനുണ്ട്. ആ ഇക്വേഷൻ കൂടി എഴുതിയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് വൈൻഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യാം. The particular equation is related to volume of wet and dry steam and volume of steam and volume of superheated steam. We had written equations for superheated steam, the latent heat of hidden heat, dryness fraction, etc. Steam formation of steam in the case. So here 2 equations are volume of wet dry, and the other equation wet dry steam, and volume of specific volume of superheated steam also. So there's a derivation നമുക്ക് ആവശ്യമില്ല. So volume of wet dry steam is equal to wet dry steam is equal to Vg minus 1 minus x into VFG. VG minus 1 minus x into VFG. It is VG superheated steam in the specific volume. VG is the specific volume of superheated steam. VG minus 1 minus x into VFG. A fusion G എന്താണ് F എന്താണ് വരുന്നത് FG. വേപ്പറിന്റെ സൂപ്പർഹീറ്റഡ് അല്ല ഇവിടെ സൂപ്പർഹീറ്റഡ് അല്ല വെറ്റ് സ്റ്റീമിന്റെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡ്രൈ സ്റ്റീമിന്റെ വേപ്പേഴ്സിന്റെ സ്പെസിഫിക് വോളിയം മൈനസ് 1 minus x into vapor and liquid together in the specific volume. X is the dryness fraction. Vg minus 1 minus x into VFG. And volume of superheated steam is given as V superheated equal to Vg into T superheat divided by Ts. That is, Vg is the specific volume of vapor. T superheated is a temperature superheated steam. Ts is the saturation temperature. Vg is the superheated steam in the specific volume on Vg. Superheated temperature on T. Ts is the saturation temperature. Okay, question നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിലേക്ക് നമുക്ക് സ്റ്റീം ടേബിളിലേക്ക് വരാം.